up the creek without a paddle. Oogity booga. It's just refreshing to be out of the native fortress now.
It's refreshing. A lot of water. With fish.
With fish. What's more refreshing than a fish trying to eat your face off? Lemonade.
Get a life and then lose it.
Yay!
I just remembered that.
I just remembered that. Can you even Can you get the gem yet in this level? Or is there a coloured path at some point?
I think you can get a gem.
Because obviously you have to go back and do that to get all the crates.
Snappy. Basically, most of the boxes for this level is in this bonus round.
Yeah. I do really enjoy the bonus rounds. To me, they're some of the most fun parts of the game. Because you don't lose lives in them, so you can keep going at it. So obviously, because of that, they allowed themselves to make it really fucking difficult. And it makes it more fun. I mean, some of them are, you know, quite straightforward and easy, but then there are some where it's actually quite a challenge to get through. It takes you quite a few goes, but you feel good at the end when you finally do it. You can't imagine the level of endorphins going for Aiden right now.
What? What do you say?
I'm saying you can't imagine the level of endorphins going for Aiden right now. I'm saying you feel good.
It's alright, I'm struggling to hear today.
You did tell me earlier he's, for some reason, going a bit deaf in one ear. Not unlike Willy Wonka. There's the jam.
Maybe that's why I can't hear.
Because there's a gem in your ear. That was well timed. At Wumpa Islands. And your back was just like, hey y'all! I'm gonna go stab some evil. Oh god, Ripperoo.
Not yet though.
Because there is relics to be had.
Loading up the creek. Fish out of water.
See, we're entering the levels now where I don't know how difficult they are from a relic perspective because I'm still on Native Fortress. But the only one after this that I've bothered to get the relic on is Whole Hog, which is basically another Wild Hog level. And the only reason I do that is because the only reason I did that was because I knew that one was going to be an easy platinum. Like I said before, you're travelling at the speed of pig, so as long as you get all the crates, you're pretty much guaranteed it. And it was going so well. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. The only thing about these levels when you go for the relics, wagging on the leaves and you went on the timer. Didn't think you were going to make that then.
If only Crash could swim.
I don't know how true to life it is. I've never checked, I've never researched into it to see if bandicoots can swim. I'd assume not. Australia is a very dry place. Any animal that tries to learn how to swim has got to contend with sharks.
Yeah.
And crocodiles and such. Thank you, Aku.
Then a platinum.
Very
That's
nice.
pretty straightforward. You know what? I never bothered using them in this as before now, so I could spell ash when doing these. I don't know why I didn't bother that.
Your own initials actually form a word.
Yeah. It's Naughty Dog himself. Ripperoo.
So you have to call yourself Ash if ever you're playing a Pokemon game because it just lines up so nicely for you.
Yeah.
This is a bastard of a boss fight. You mainly just gotta hope that he bounces where your TNT is, so a lot of it is just due to luck.
Nah, too low. There we go.
Very nicely done. When I was
Well, I've already done that.
Yeah. When I was first going through these levels, it took me so many attempts to get through that boss fight. Man, because with all the jumping around and the perspective and everything, I just kept landing in the water.
Oh, great loss city. First level, I gotta try and not die.
Ah!
There's 82 of them to get. I don't know this bit because I've never tried it, but I've seen Crash when he was doing the gems about not dying. If you died at the beginning, you could still get it, but I don't know about this one because I never tried it.
No. Also, another thing I want to point out about the bats. If you're running low on lives, the Lost City is a good level to come to gain lives, because if you get to one of those points where the bats are flying along, like here, they are, as long as you don't destroy both bats on either side, then it is an unlimited supply of bats, which therefore means an unlimited supply of Wumpa fruit if you keep spinning them. So it's a good place to farm for lives, which can also help you with the trophy for getting 99 lives, but you don't need to farm this level to get that trophy, because you pretty much should just get 99 lives just through playing the game.
If you're good enough.
Yeah, but if you are running low on lives, coming back here and farming Wumpa fruit that way is a good way to gain lost lives, unless you get to one of the later levels where you just find a load of lives lying around. But obviously another thing about this game is if you keep going back onto levels to get lives back, once you've done that so many times, they just start giving you question mark boxes instead of health boxes or life boxes or whatever. But nice, well done.
Oh, I got through that gap, was really remarkable.
Obviously he's quit it now because he's going for the coloured gem, and because it's a coloured gem you have to not die and collect all the boxes, so he's quitting it so we can start the level again from scratch, because if you go back to a checkpoint you've lost the gem. Which is why I wish in these levels that they added a restart option on the pause menu, not just for when you're doing the time trials, but in general, so you didn't have to keep coming out into the main menu and going back in.
What I did in Sonic 06, we won't have so many loading screens.
Sonic 06 is probably the worst game I've ever played for loading screens. It's also probably the worst game I've ever played. I mean, I haven't played E.T. for the Atari, but it has to be pretty damn bad to get worse than Sonic 06. I mean, anyone watching this may or may not have seen our playthrough of Sonic 06.
Don't watch it.
On this channel. We were playing it on PS3 and my console stopped working before we ever finished it. I still haven't replaced my PS3 yet, but if I do, I will replace my PS3, but when I do, we're not going to go back and finish it because it is just so bad. It's one of those games where we knew it was going to be bad going into it, but we thought, you know, us two together playing a bad game, it'll be funny. It was not. It was just dreadful, and you know, we'd lost interest. We were too busy concentrating on trying to get through the game, so we weren't doing much talking in the videos.
Pretty much shit, really.
Yeah, so the videos weren't particularly good because we weren't being as entertaining as we could have been. The game was definitely not good.
That's like the way we am now, to be honest.
The game was definitely not good. So we're just not ever going back to it. Fuck it. It's. I hope never to load up that disc again.
That's close.
You have to be really careful on that jump as well. You have to.
Hi, Rio! We commit suicide right in front of me.
When jumping towards those TNT at the end with the cracks above them, you have to spin pretty much as soon as you jump so that you'll stop spinning before you hit the TNT.
Oh, I forgot to do this.
Yeah. I was about to mention it at some point.
I meant to do that.
I think that's a trophy designed for most people to get by accident. But yeah, if you spin away a life, then you get that trophy.
Did how that goes. I'm not spinning away another one now. Forget that.
Nice.
I'll put all the boxes up in this bonus round.
I think they pretty much are now. I think it's just like...
Well, 33 of them, yeah.
Yeah, it's like you get these. This is that level I was telling you about where the guy fucked up at the end.
Yeah.
After doing so amazingly well.
Well, it's alright because you can die here.
Yeah, I know, but it was funny. Because of how he got through these bouncy crates here. He messed up at the start and he managed to pull it back and it was so well handled, and then he just fell through the gap between the crate and the ledge at the end.
And that's how you do it.
Funnily enough, that's not how I normally do it, and watching you do it now, it seems so obvious. I always just, I get to those bouncy crates and then I bounce in the middle. Because you jump in, you hit the top one first, so the top one will go before the bottom, and then I keep doing that on each one until I've got through all of them, and then I've just seen you like, why don't I ever spin the top ones away? That's so much easier.
I'm back.
Yeah, once you smash this, the gem should appear. There we go, we got it.
Just want to get that one.
Which is weird, because I wouldn't really consider those crates. Now, how did he fit that gem in his ear?
Haven't you got that many?
Well, he stores them one at a time, doesn't he?
Oh.
That's how you get a coloured gem.
156. Okay.
And we're just going to keep going through all the other levels, and then we'll go back to the levels that require the coloured gems to
We'll do that
to get all the clear gems. But if you got to this point and got that gem and you wanted to use it, you go back to the second level, and that's where that gem is used. Like I say, all the ones where you needed to take a path, we'll go back to those once we've got all the coloured gems. Because then we don't have to think about, okay, what gem goes where? Once we've got them all, we'll go back and see which ones we haven't got the clear gem for, and be like, well, we know we can now. No, if you wait on that platform for it to jump at you, you can spin it while it's in the air above you.
Sometimes it just bounces, pushes you back.
This is the problem. You've got to wait for this one. And obviously, getting the relic, you don't want to wait. Oh gosh darn it.
Right near the end as well. Ow.
You disappoint me. Yeah, just restart. I'll never know. We'll get it in editing. Oh, that's a great start. Right, you got your life back.
You don't lose a life in a time.
Oh yeah, of course.
If you lost life on time regs, I would have so many game overs.
Yeah. I can't wait to play the remastered Crash 3. That's going to be phenomenal.
Oh yeah. That's the thing, they got better and better. Each Crash game got better and better, so
yeah,
it's going to get better.
And also, like I mentioned before, with how the controls feel different because, you know, they're the same throughout all three games now, whereas the first three games on PS1 were made at different times, and so the controls were made slightly different for each one. Because they've gone with the sort of way that the controls feel on Crash 3. When playing Crash 3 on this remaster, you're playing with controls designed for the levels you're playing, so it's going to feel even more right. Not only that, but Crash 3 was just the better game, so I'm so looking forward to getting to Crash 3.
See what I mean? Tried to spin it. All it did was push me away and I fell.
I was on about the red ones, not the green ones.
I was pressing it.
It's like when you were around here the other day watching me play it. When I just sort of ran off a ledge and I was just there pressing X. I was like, well, I told you to jump. We all get moments like that when playing games. It's just particularly frustrating in a platform game when doing a time trial. That's when you need everything to work. I feel like we need to talk about the music a little as well. I love how they've took the music from the original trilogy and used it in this, but obviously because it's a remaster, they've remastered the music as well, so it's like, if you use a stereo system, the music will be in stereo. So I didn't mean stereo, I meant surround sound. If you use a surround sound system, the music's designed to work with that as well now. So obviously the music's all been re-recorded, but still based on the old themes. It's nice. So I always love the music to the old Crash anyway. But that's the thing that feels common throughout all the systems. With their mascot games, like obviously you've got the Mario games for Nintendo, or the Pokemon games depending on which ones you play, but it's mainly Mario who you consider to be their mascot. And then for Sega, you've got the Sonic games. And for PlayStation, you've got the Crash. For all three of those, the music was sublime. And that's something that you
there you go. That's for 10 relics.
That's something you tend to get with all the mascot games for a platform, is the music always seems to be good for some reason.